is question of the week. I always do this bit wrong. Which is, as it has been for the last several weeks, Xbox Game of the Years throughout the years. So we've been going since the Xbox launch, picking our game of each year, each week. And this week we're up to 2009. And I had a whacking great list of games I could have picked for this.
It was a ridiculously big list this week.
I was a bit concerned because I got to about August and I was like, there's only been one or two. And then I got the last few months. I was like, oh yeah, that one. So if it's like change it up, I'm going to go first if you don't mind. Just get mine out of the way, and then I can let you guys talk because I can. Fuck you, why not?
So go for it.
So I've picked out of the whacking great list that we had Trials HD, which was the game that got me into the Trials series. It was, I think there was a Flash version, was it right on Newgrounds or something? First?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
but this was the one that come to console, and it immediately grabbed me because I love those sort of physicsy, puzzly platform type things, and trying to get the hang of using the bikes and getting up the ramps and doing the flips and clambering up the obstacles and stuff. I just absolutely adored it. It starts off really easy, obviously, and by the time you got to the last level, trying to get the platinum medal on them is like a superhuman feat. I think I only missed maybe 4 or 5 of the final levels on platinum because they were just ridiculously hard. But I absolutely adored that game. I played it so much, and I had a friend, shout out Tessa, we used to work with him, and me and him would have competitions. So we'd go home after work in an evening, and it wasn't online multiplayer, but you could see each other's leaderboards, and at the top of the screen you had like a tracker of where they were on the map, like according to their ghost time. And so you'd be racing along, and yours would be sort of neck and neck with their timer, and you get a decent jump, and you suddenly shoot ahead. You're like, "I've done it!" And then all of a sudden they shoot past you because they found another route. You're like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" And yeah, the amount of back and forth we had trying to just one up each other on there by like 0.4 of a second, or a fraction the amount of time. And yeah, I fucking loved the physics nature of it, and the levels that were just easy. But then if you really wanted to master them, you had to really get that sort of fine tune with the throttle and stuff.
I still love the Trials games. I still think they're brilliant to play. They're like the ragdoll physics behind them.
Yeah. It's brilliant. They're so clever, and they've got a bit big. Oh no, that's maybe not right, but they've gone a bit overboard with it. I think in a minute. The last couple I've enjoyed, but not nowhere near as much as I enjoyed that first one. And I love making my own levels as well. I've absolutely adored playing them and building things for him to play. Like you couldn't share them, I don't think, publicly, but you could share them with your friends. And yeah, I absolutely love that game. Tremendous time on Xbox Live Arcade. What a great, fantastic game. And a couple of quick shout outs before I pass it over. It was Dragon Age Origins, which we spoke about the other week, I think. Fucking brilliant game. Absolutely love that game. And Halo ODST, which is Graham's favourite Halo ever. Right, Ian, tell me about your favourite video game from 2009, please.
It has to be not Halo ODST. This one. Graham's not here to bully him on that, so it's no fun.
I thought you were going to try and defend Halo ODST, or not defend it, but you know what I mean. Give a shout out to.
Again, like I said, there could be a couple of shout outs that you could easily give this year because there's so many. So I'm going to steal a couple before the others say it. So, Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Oh, you bastard! Well, what one are you? No, what one are you going for your main one? Don't hog on with them.
Okay, I'll go to the main one then, before I can be bullied out the other ones.
Bullied? All got to play fair, Ian.
I got to play fair. Well, you stole mine last time, so fuck you.
Yes, because you went on the fucking show.
Well, fuck you.
That kind of defeats the purpose. That we won't talk about that.
We're supposed to be being nice to each other, damn it.
We won't talk about that game because, Ian's not here, but fuck it. Nobody else can have it.
Yeah. Should have gone Ian to pick this one. No, okay.
You could have, but...
My one is going to be The Saboteur. I want to double check though. It is 2009. Yeah, it's 2009.
A slightly different take. Not one I expected anybody to pick, to be honest.
Yeah, so it was weird because it was like a open world action adventure, kind of similar to the kind of Grand Theft Auto franchise, but it was more in Nazis Germany.
That'd be a good place for GTA, wouldn't it? Nazi Germany-based GTA. Anyway, Carol.
Yeah. It's a player character called Sean. He's is he Irish? Wasn't he? You said.
I do believe he was Irish.
Yeah. And basically, he's trying to, take over Germany and stop the Nazis from being Nazis.
I seem to remember his Irish accent was pretty poor, but the game was quite well received, I think.
Yeah, it was weird because obviously a lot of it was in black and white, and then when you kind of, I guess, liberate areas, it all comes into colour. And that was kind of the cool little gimmicky kind of thing of it all. I just remember that, and I remember like playing it quite a lot from when it first came out to 1000G in it.
Naturally.
So naturally, so yeah, I think for me that's definitely my pick. It was a lot of fun. Did anyone else play it?
It's weird the color style where like some of it, like the main part of the game is black and white, but like the lights are yellow, the gunshots are lit up and things like that.
Yeah, it does. It's weird, yeah. And like I say, when because obviously you got like kind of like take over areas, but like Just Cause kind of style thing where you kind of destroy bases, and once that it all comes into color.
Bit like that comic book film, which I can't think.
Sensei.
Up. Yeah, it's got that kind of nice black and white, and then there's just touches of color here, there, and everywhere. It's a really cool contrast.
Yeah, brilliant game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Couldn't fault it. And when I first played it, so yeah, for me that's going to be my pick.
Nice. Yeah, I think I played a demo or something, and it was all right, but I never got any further than that, as usual.
My other pick, which I would pick, but I can't talk about too much, would be COD Modern Warfare 2. Mainly just purely for the multiplayer and how it kind of overtook the internet, and basically everyone's mum was the most elusive woman on the planet.
Those Modern Warfare lobby days were something of legend. But
that's what I mean. I was peak there when I was playing, and sometimes you just laugh them out of passive aggressive, angry people you get, and just hilarious. Especially when you kind of start getting good at the game as well, and people like proper abuse you, like "Fuck you, nutty! Fuck you!" Like,
chill out. I'm gonna go look for you now and shoot you.
I was like, how do you come with that grenade? I always throw random grenades. That's my thing. So yeah,
those days were fucking tremendous. Nice.
So
cool.
yeah,
nice. So yeah, go play the Saboteur, everybody. Backwards compatibility. I'm not sure.
I don't think it is. Which is sad. Let me have a quick look.
You have a look while Daniel regales us with his choice.
So I have gone for my one, Batman Arkham Asylum. I think for me, just the way, I think at the time the combat was, I don't want to say revolutionary, but it was something new to kind of start attacking one guy, to use him to spin, to jump off to the next character, to then start battering the absolute bejesus out of them, to then spin again onto the next one, and so on and so forth.
It sounds so dirty.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It sounds so
Dan loves bouncing from one man to the other.
Of course, especially when you roll over the back.
That's his hot take of the game. I love the game so much.
Yeah.
I can jump on one man
and then jump on the next. You're so disgusting. But no, that combat system was, like as I said, it was revolutionary, and it was very much
the
kind
fluidness.
of synonymous with Batman and the Batman games because of how fluid and how great it was.
It was the first game that had that style, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe it was the first one that started it all off. And then you throw in those kind of elements of where you're just in a room, and then you go into the detective mode as you're kind of sitting on top of one of the sculptures, as you're just kind of scanning the room and checking out how many bad guys there are as they start kind of either going red or popping up on the map.
Yeah,
and
being all stealthy.
And being stealthy, which I hated being stealthy, but the way they kind of integrated it into the Batman world and it being detective-esque, it was really cool. And then obviously at the end where friggin' the Joker turns into
spoilers,
mass
huge,
the game's dead old tough shit, turns into the Incredible Hulk. It's just amazing.
It's a shame all other ones were shelved, right?
We can worry about them when we get to them years, but
didn't live up to my expectations.
I think I played this. I'm not a Batman fan at all, but I think Graham bought it for me for my birthday when it came out, and I fucking loved it. What a brilliant game!
Really good.
As you said, like the detective mode, but mainly the combat, just going through, getting the counters, fucking flinging from one man to the other, as they say.
Yeah.
Fucking tremendous.
And I think you could also, can you shoot them up and you'd kind of string them up and they'd fly
you
up
can
and
attach them. Yeah,
so if you were on the thing,
it was
gargoyles, and you just go down, pick them up, and
and then they had that kind of Metal Gear Solid thing where the head did, where they get like, where's he gone? What was that sound? But yeah, just oh my god.
Any others, Dan?
Any honourable mentions?
Honourable mention: Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead was awesome.
Right.
I'm leaving the podcast. I'm out.
What?
I press the button. I don't want to. Ross will kill me if I press the video.
Well, yeah, all the boxes would go the wrong way. Left 4 Dead 2 wasn't. Left 4 Dead 1 that was better for me, but in that time, Left 4 Dead 2 again had multiple hours, multiple fun. It was
Fun is
more
not
of
the
the
word
same.
I use for Left 4 Dead.
Ian,
Oh,
stop
no,
talking. You're talking
I was going to
ridiculous.
say it was tremendous. Like it took everything Left 4 Dead did and just up the ante.
It was
in
fucking
completely.
brilliant.
And it was. I much preferred the cast of characters from the first
Where's
one.
Graham when you need him? At least he'll
But
back me
the
up.
gameplay and they eventually put Left 4 Dead 1 into Left 4 Dead 2, didn't they? So you could basically play
Yes.
all of it under one game.
I believe so. I think I jumped off the thing by then, but yeah, it was just amazing again. And it was Left 4 Dead 1 was revolutionary, and to have Left 4 Dead 2 and kind of the fingers, I always remember the box art where it had the hand and the missing fit.
Yeah.
Just yeah, loved
Tremendous game. What a tremendous game. Fought hard as shit. I don't think I cleared all the levels by the time they'd added all the DLC and stuff in, but a fucking brilliant game.
it. Yeah, I think I did 1, but I never did 2. 2 was a lot harder.
Yeah.
A lot harder.
Yeah. But yeah, great game. Ross, actually, before you carry on, is it on backwards compatibility, Ross? Ian?
No,
No. Okay. So
Saboteur is not, unfortunately.
hunt down a 360, play some Saboteur, and then you can hear what Ross is going to tell you all about now.
I'm tempted just to piss you off, Stu. Like I was going to say Hawks because like that was the rest of the games that I've said have been taken up. I had Arkham Asylum, obviously. The best Resident Evil, Resi 5.
Oh, do you know what? I put that on my list, and I was like, why did I put that on my list? Let's just take that off. No.
I'm going to talk briefly about this one just because I think it's an underrated as fuck game. And it was Tom Clancy's Hawks.
That's well, yeah, I know what it is, but
Yeah. I was like, so do you not know about this game?
it's a flying game.
It's a flying game, but it's a fucking fantastic flying game. So not flying game like Microsoft Flight Simulator, where you're just
Flying
casual-
game like Tom Cruise and Top Gun.
Exactly. Brilliant story. Really liked how they had Hawks, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 and End War were all tied into like the same sort of world, and the events that happened in one were also happening in the other two. So it was quite good with that. Basically, you are a ex-US fighter, part of the Hawks unit, which was a experimental type flying group. Gets discontinued, nobody wants to fund it. You then get picked up by private military. Private military have got a wee bit sketchy history. They decide they want to invade Brazil. People are like, what the fuck, why are we trying to invade Brazil? Then they decide that was just a little bit of a black ploy to try and get in and invade the US. So they try to get you to bomb the White House and kill the president. You then rebel, and then the events that are happening in the war for the US are the ones that are spread out through the 3 games. So they all sort of interlink with the different units that are based in those 3 games. Beautiful looking game. They actually used I don't know how you describe it. It's like Google Earth. So they used that to scan the landscapes. So you had pretty much perfect topography. So as you were flying through, it looked how it was meant to look. So stunning looking game. Cruising through like the cities of like Rio and big Eurofighter jets or Typhoon jets. Amazing. The multiplayer aspect, it was fun as well. But the actual game that I've gone for the best game of 2009 was the story of Ezio Auditore De Firenze.
Assassin's Creed 2.
Assassin's Creed 2, still the best one in the series.
Now that is something I can get behind.
Oh,
Yeah. I was going to put that down, then I saw somebody had it down as thought.
just
I won't put too many games down, otherwise I get told off.
for somebody who's been to the part of Italy that this is set in, just so fucking. I just loved every aspect of this game. The character Ezio is the best assassin by a mile. The storyline of it with the Borgias, the places you go in with between your base in Monteriggioni with Ezio home, the way that they do Florence, Venice, then you end up in Rome at the end of it. It's just Italy being one of my favourite countries in the world. the way that they've captured it is amazing. The remake that they tried to bring into it doesn't do it justice because it was full of wee gremlins and horrible messes, which you should come to expect with Ubisoft.
Is that part of the Brotherhood collection or whatever?
No, it was the Ezio collection. So it
Ezio
was
collection. Sorry. Yeah.
What happened?
it was 2 Brotherhood and Revelations were all of those ones, but it was just like, do you remember the issues that they had with? Oh, fuck, was it the one in London or the one in France? And basically, like the face wasn't there, like the eyes were there, the mouth was there.
Yeah.
So like it was similar issues to that. It just
Unity was
Unity was the one that was fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You
Yeah. So it was meant to be like an upspuff and make it look nicer and run smoother, but it was shit. It didn't do it a service for the game that we all sort of love about it. With the exception of having to collect feathers.
Oh, those feathers.
Traumatized by those fucking feathers.
Wasn't it like one of them had
10,
like little like capes as well you had to collect as well?
I know there's all different stupid ones. Like I know in Black Flag you need to run and chase sea shanties. So like, the bits of paper flying through the air. But it's not just like it's in this one static place, so you have to climb a building and pick it up. You go close to it and then it moves. And you have to traverse across buildings to catch it. Like, who the fuck thought that was a great side?
Yeah.
Well, you've got to do that
Sounds
in
like lots of fun.
Valhalla as well.
Yeah, to get the fucking tattoos.
Fuck that.
Aye.
Hang on.
That's it.
We're getting too far ahead now. Carry on.
Sorry.
Assassin's Creed.
I'll never play Black Flag because we've got fucking boats.
It has got boats and it got a shit ton of water, and it's neither of the two
boats.
yous would love that.
Not for me.
Not for me. Fuck
Con-
boats.
Considering one of the main parts there is actually big sea battles as well. So you go up against legendary like I can't think of a legendary ship, but imagine like the Black Peril, like the Pirates of the Caribbean. And it's got like this big dramatic cutscene where it's like sprawling across the waves and it appears and you've got to go and hunt it down.
Anyway, Ezio.
Ezio. Sorry. See, that's what happens when you bring up Assassin's Creed.
You brought it up.
Shut up. But no, that's my 2009 Game of the Year. The best Assassin's Creed game ever made.
I will add on to your discussion on it. I bought the first one. I think I mentioned before. I got roped into buying the one with the special statue and stuff, and I did not like it at all. I got halfway, I gave up. Assassin's Creed 2 come out, I did the exact same thing again, and bought it straight away. I was like, yeah, no problem. Fucking loved it. What a game.
In fairness,
What a
I agree.
tremendous game.
I didn't like. I've completed the first one, but I didn't like the first
Yeah,
one
I beat
anywhere
it.
near as good as the second one. The third one, when you talk about it, is Ezio, not Assassin's Creed 3. All the Ezio ones were brilliant.
Yeah, that's the only trilogy of, well, the only Assassin's Creed games I've played to completion that I fucking loved. I did finish the first one eventually, and it was all right. And I finished Unity and most of Syndicate and didn't like any of them. Yeah,
Odyssey
yeah,
was just
Ezio
too long.
trilogy was fucking tremendous.
Odyssey, I'm still playing Odyssey, and I'm fucking 100 hours in it.
That's something I did Odyssey. And I was like, have I finished this game? I was like, oh, no, got to do this. Like, oh no, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm out.
I mean, like,
Yes.
I'm doing the
found my
DLC.
sister. I'm done. That's it. I'm off.
I'm doing the
Mia,
DLCs
was
for
it?
it, and it's like, this is fucking ridiculous. There's no end in
Still that
sight.
joke.
Yeah, I've heard it as well. There's no fucking end in sight to where this game's finishing.
That's what I mean. I was like, I'm done now. That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to try Origins though, but
Well, I had skipped
On Game
forward-
Pass.
well, hence my jumping in it, and I'm biased because I love the pirate theme, but I would probably say Bayek as an assassin is top 3. So definitely, if you get a chance, jump into Origins.
Yes, which
have you tried Valhalla or not?
Yeah, I've played every Assassin's Creed. I've completed every Assassin's Creed game.
See, Valhalla puts me off. I think the cover has boats in there. I'm like, I'm like,
You don't have. You kind of have to do a wee bit of boats just to get.
ugh.
Right at the beginning.
Yeah, you have
Why
to
do
get.
games love boats?
I still think we need to pick Sea of Thieves as our Project Game Pass one month, just to me.
Well, just so you and Ian can fucking melt them.
I'm ill. Ian, coming on. Oh, sorry. I haven't got.
Oh, I forgot to download it. Oh, it's cloud enabled. Oh, my Xbox has died.
Yes,
Oh.
I got
So
a
what was
new
that? What was that? Do internet is out. Is it? Oh, yeah. But
Or you could just sit there on the camera like that. Just look at the screen. Hey, you're still there.
I threw the modem out of the window. I can't play it. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. So yeah, so quick roundup then. Trials HD, Assassin's Creed 2. I don't know if I'm putting it the right way here.
You're not.
Saboteur and
Batman.
Batman, Arkham Asylum. So yeah, some great games. If you got picks, hit us up in the comments or on Twitter at Xbox Tavern. And I'll try. I forgot to put the tweet out this week, but I'll put a tweet out earlier next week for 2010 when we'll pick some games for that year. I haven't looked at the list again. I don't want to spoil it for myself, but I'm sure there's going to be a fair few decent games to choose from.